This is a vital preparation for the two premolars in the third quadrant. You can see I've already given the depth grooves using this burr that is shown in the screen right now. This is a depth orientation burr which is 1.5 millimeters in depth. So when you dig into the tooth using this burr on the occlusal surface, it creates 1.5 millimeters of depression that you can carefully see on the occlusal surface of both the premolars. After giving these depth cuts, you just have to merge the preparation and it becomes very easy for you to get at least 1.5 millimeters of clearance. Since I am preparing the teeth for a monolithic crown, it is not essential to increase the clearance more than 1.5 millimeters. This is a tapered flat end burr. You don't have to tilt the burr too much because the burr in itself has a taper, so you don't have to tilt the burr too much or your tooth preparation will become with a very high taper. We don't want that, so just keep the burr straight. It will itself get the desired taper to the preparation. And one thing which is very important while doing vital preparations, you never leave the tooth preparations of vital teeth without a temporary crown. Please remember this. Whenever you do vital preparations, always discharge a patient with temporary crowns. Otherwise, your patient can have pulpitis. In this case also, I have temporized these preparations. So what I did was, before starting with the tooth preparation, I placed Teflon tape into the gaps in between two teeth, and I made a putty index. So the putty index will help me later giving the temporary crowns. It becomes a 2-minute procedure. You just have to finish those temporary crowns. It takes less than 2 minutes for that. And sometimes when I'm giving a temporary crown over a grossly decayed tooth, I use you can use any type of material, but I use a cold cure acrylic. It comes in white color also. You can use that also. In this case, I am using the material that is used for temporizing the veneers, that is by 3M. See, you can see the depth cuts, and I'm just merging these depth cuts. Keeping the anatomy of the tooth intact. You just have to remove the undercuts and keep the anatomy as much as possible intact. See how easy it becomes when you give the depth cuts. You don't have to worry about the clearance too much. Just check the clearance after you're done with the preparation. Here I am giving the functional cusp bevel. This is the functional cusp bevel and the labial preparation. so you don't have to tilt the handpiece too much. If you keep the burr straight, you will automatically get the taper because the burr is already tapered. One of the subscriber asked me that, sir, how to manage the water that comes on your face while doing these procedures. So there are a few things in dentistry which you learn with experience, and I can assure you, if you start using magnification, your life will become much easier. Now right now I am using a 5.2x magnification loops. Your life will become much easier if you start using the magnification. Try to incorporate some kind of magnification as soon as possible in your practice. It will be a game changer, I can assure you.